Just driving around trying to get my work done today, and get a message from Tim. They canceled. I can't believe they canceled Friday at the Meadows. You know, here's the thing. You know, when they made a mess of things at Northfield Park, it was January, February when they tried to fix that track, which was a mistake. You know, the frost that was come out, it was just a disgusting mess. And one of those situations that it was so bad, I don't even know what you learned from it other than don't ever do that again. The Meadows, it's the end of the summer. You dig the track up and somehow there's holes in the track. I would love to scold them and say, you should have done this. I don't know how you should have done it. I just know how you shouldn't have done it. And that's the exact way it was done. Get back from racing in Delaware, trying to get all our horses in and ready to go. We had 6 horses in on Friday. What did they come up with? They're going to chop all the money up for the Keystone Classics. Now, we put our money in to nominate the horses. We put them in. Now, in fairness, I suppose in Cherry's girls race and in Rico Tubbs, they were 3rd or 4th favorites anyway. So somewhere around $3,000 for a little more than 3 for the fillies, a little less than 3 for the colts is what they gave everybody. Which in our case isn't the end of the world. Maybe that's what we would have got anyway. But the reality of the situation is the people that had paid to win those races, well, I don't know why they wouldn't just race them they're not racing on Saturday. That's why. And nor, I don't even know if they could. You know, we entered a couple of horses in Dayton and put Arrowhead Hanover in Northfield because I don't know when you're going to have your track right. I don't even know what's wrong with your track. I'll be completely honest with everybody. When they canceled the qualifiers the other day, I trained Hangar 1 and 59 in the mud on that track. And sure, it felt deep and mucky because it had rained on it, but I honestly, I don't actually know what is so wrong with the track. They said, I talked to Brandon Presto last night, who was nice enough to ship all our horses over to the Meadows that were racing on Friday. Now they're not even racing. Arrowhead Hanover might have to be shipped back to race if he gets in on Sunday. What a mess. Anyway, I guess it's just one of these things, you're helpless. Things were rolling. I'm going to Lexington. I'm trying to be positive about everything. I'm excited about going down there next week. Now I got to worry about if our horses are even going to race. Tim said, well, we'll have them all back in Wednesday or Thursday. That's wonderful. Are they going to race? I can't for the life of me understand how you can dig up a track in such a manner at the end of the summer, and it might have been rained on a little bit, but minimal rain, and destroy the track in such a manner that you can't race on it. And it's not that I'm saying, I can't believe you did it. I can't understand how you could do it, how that could happen. I'm not being sarcastic. That's very literal. I don't understand how you can do it in such a manner that you can't race. But they did it. Anyway, so we had 6 in on Friday. Races canceled. 2 Thursday, 1 Wednesday, I believe. I guess for horses like JK Victory, we're just going to have to wait and see if he gets in next week or where he draws. Had the 9-hole, so I guess in that regard, I'm not going to complain too much. I'll tell you who we had in. There it is right here. Looks like money, scratched, open. JK Victory, scratched 9-hole. Not the end of the world. JK Victory, looks like money gets a race here or there off. It's not the end of the world. Arrowhead Hanover's was going to be in tough today. He's 3-1, going for 11,000. Horse on the Rail winning 51, so we're really probably racing for 5,500. Not the end of the world if he gets in on Thursday. I'd rather take, can he race on a half-mile track with a driver that's never driven him before, over canceling and sitting in the burn, I suppose. Cherry's Girl, Rico Tubbs, that ship sailed. I guess we get 3,000 each, give or take. I think one was like 2,900, the other one was 32, is what Tim had told me, if I'm not mistaken. But we have to pay the starting fees also, which is, no, it's not 2,900, it's 25 and 27. 3-point blue chip was 20-1, but now misses another week. Spitfire Overseas is picked to win, but now misses another week. And Neptune had the outside long odds. Now, I guess I can turn that coin over and give it to you like this. Arrowhead Hanover, I'm sure, will be fine Sunday night. Looks like money, not the end of the world if he misses a week. JK Victory, what are the odds of him driving the 9-hole 2 weeks in a row? Cherry's Girl and Rico Tubbs, that sucks. Here's the biggest problem that I realized when I was looking through this. Cherry's Girl races the same day as the opening card of Corbin. So not only is Cherry's Girl have to go to Virginia and race there, there's a good chance I can't drive her. Now, Logan Ebersol has his filly that he trains in. He's going to take Cherry's Girl down. He's going to be the trainer of Cherry's Girl, take her down to Virginia, and apparently he's going to drive her also, because I don't think I can be there. Which is depressing, because I actually wanted to go to Virginia. I guess we'll see how everything goes. Who do we have? We have Jolene Hall, and we have Jolene Hall, and we have Degas, and we're probably going to send an open trotter, and if we can find an open pacer that'll fit the bill, we might send him down too. Maybe Time? No, what am I talking about? It's going British Crown. We'll find somebody. Something, we'll go there. Neptune drew the outside. That can't happen again next week, obviously. So I guess it's not the end of the world. I guess so. I'm going to be completely honest. Third place with both Rico and Cherry would have been okay. I thought Cherry might have been second, but third place, not the end of the world. Rico Tubbs, third place, not the end of the world. Now, he's done for the season. Just had him shod, just had vet work done on him to race in the Keystone Classic, and he's going to the field. That's a waste. And before you ask, no, I'm not going to race him in the 9-1s or 2. I know this time of year we always have people saying, can you just maybe race him in the maiden, see if we can get a couple of dollars put together? I understand that everybody wants to see their horses race and maybe wants to take a little bit of the load off as we head into sale season, or as we head into a season where your horses are down if they're 2-year-olds turning 3. But I'll tell you the same thing I have to tell myself sometimes. You can only win that 9-1s or 2 once. That 9-1s a 1 once. That 9-1s a 2 twice, and so on and so forth. So whether you win it now or later, it's neither here nor there. Now, it may be here for you, but at the same time, when you bring that horse like Rico Tubbs back, rather than having to race him in the 9-1s or 3, we can race him in the 9-1s or 2. So it makes all the sense in the world to not race him again, but turn him out right now. So everything's up in the air. I will tell you this. I watched Winter Soldier train good today. He looked very good. Lauren went with him. Finally, Lauren, the mouse, is going to come out of her hole and start jogging and training horses now. Before, she was relegated herself to the barn work. Now she's going to come out. She went with a pile of the babies today. It was spit and rain, and I had a lot of stuff to do, so I didn't get to go with a ton of them. But Lauren, I was so happy and excited to see her go on the track with a lot of those babies. Trained Winter Soldier, and he looked good. So I guess the only knee-jerk reaction from today, the only pivot we took, was entering Arrowhead Hanover for Sunday night in Northfield Park. Will he get in? I have no idea. We're all going to find out together very, very soon. So with that, I'm going to let you guys go. I'm a little miffed that they canceled, but I guess when I break it down, all we lost was a week with a couple of horses that are going to fit back in the class. We have a couple of bad draws that are now going to get better draws, hopefully, I guess, with some luck. We had a couple of stake horses that are now, one is done for the year. Rico Tubbs is finished for the year now. Cherry's Girl will be on to Virginia with her. She races on the 11th. Before you ask, do I think she needs a start? Probably not. We can school her on Tuesday. But she needs to come back here, actually. Anyway, a lot of stuff to digest, a lot of stuff to absorb, a lot of stuff to work through. But now you have it. You know everything I know. The races for Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday of this week are canceled at the Meadows. That's all I know. I gotta take this. Take care, everybody.